Filmmaking is chaotic, it's madness. Depending on the size of the film, you can have 600 to 700 people from different departments, and they all want information from one man, and that's the director. And my role as a storyboard artist is to draw his interpretation of the film script. Those drawings then get passed out to all the various departments. So instead of having to see the director every time they've got a question about what happens here or how would you see in this bit of action, they can refer to a collection of drawings that will show them what the director wants to try and achieve. Some directors will be very, very shot specific, and they will tell you, I want a wide shot, then we punch in and we go to a two shot, then we go to an extreme close-up because I want to see the reaction in his eyes, and then we'll pull back to, and you'll literally get a shot list. And others will say, have a look at that sequence, see what you can come up with. I first did a degree in graphic design and illustration, applied to the NFTS to do their production design course and to Kingston to do their film and television design course. Went to Kingston, did the post-grad course at Kingston for a year. Slowly went into art direction, assisting and art directing, set dressing, prop buying, all the time knowing that what I really want to do was storyboarding. But you know, it's where you get work at that early stage to try and get a crust and put your name around, get known, and slowly it grows from that. I then did a really appalling program called Space Precinct, and I had 15 months storyboarding and have carried on storyboarding ever since. Gordon pushes through the door, Batman stops, Gordon pulls his revolver, moves towards him, over Gordon's shoulder onto Batman, close up Gordon, Batman runs, jumps. There are some variations, there always will be, but not a great deal of difference between that sequence and the way that it was drawn. And that will have helped everybody, the people on location, to actually worked out where the camera's going to go, what they're likely to see in terms of backgrounds, if there are any CG shots or topping up of sets or things like that. All these shelves were all done CG, so they were all done in post. So the entire sequence was to try and get across what was happening without there actually being a set to interact with. So as these shelves start to domino and chase after the children, the balls start to fall. These globes, these glass spheres, and then they come round the corners. You've got a low angle as they come round.
So I was just wondering if you ever work in teams, or is it always just you?
On the last Potters there have been 3 or 4 storyboard artists, but that's largely because the productions are so ambitious. You still tend to work as a single person and work on a chunk, on a sequence, or set of scenes. Yeah.
So do you do your work on location, or are you just like a studio at your house or something?
I don't like working at home, because I don't have A, all the facilities, and B, all the reference. You know, things are happening, draftsmen are drawing on drawing boards, set changes are happening day in and day out. So if you're in amongst it in a studio environment, you get to learn about it a lot quicker. So instead of doing a sequence and then finding out the set's changed, you find out about it halfway through. Booster goes on at the back. Car jumps over the car in front, flies through frame, he fires, and the Batmobile takes the brunt of the explosion rather than the armoured car.
What's the best and worst aspects of your job?
The best aspect of my job is that I get to draw all day long. I love drawing, it's great, I can get paid for doing what is essentially a hobby. The worst aspect is perhaps the fact that you can see work, weeks of work, torn up and put in the bin. Because somebody over in LA will suddenly think that they want to rewrite the script,